Dana, thank you so much for doing this today. We're super excited to have you here, and I'm sure the teachers are going to be super excited to see what you've done in Canvas. So do you want to just give us a brief overview of what you teach, what campus you're at?
Sure. So I last year I taught 7th and 8th grade Avid at Goodnight Middle School.
Okay. And how have you used Canvas?
So I use Canvas pretty much kind of as a organizational tool for my class. For example, like I set mine up by weeks. So each day of the week would have a page where I'd put all my essential question, my language objective, my content objective, and then also followed by kind of my agenda of what I was going to do for the day so that the kids kind of knew where to go. It was something that I could display when we were in the classroom on my big TV screen, so that was visible right when the kids came in. And then I was also able to kind of integrate some digital activities for them to do, or even just link documents that they might need or need to have access to.
Well, that sounds great, but what I want now, you mind if I see that in action? Can I take a look at your modules?
Sure. Let me share my screen real quick. So this is a blueprint that we did for our Avid 7. So like, for example, this week 14 module, these are just kind of how I set up my pages. They're pretty kind of cut and dry, nothing too crazy. So with, like I said, my essential question, my content objective, my language objective, and then kind of what our plan was for the day, including any PDFs or things that the kids could need access to later on in that lesson. Also, I really liked the discussion feature, because that's something that I have used in virtual learning in college. It also gives students, it helps them with that writing aspect. They can also reply to each other's threads, so kind of teaching them how to have that online dialogue, that academic dialogue, really helped. So I really like the discussion feature. So as you can see, just every day kind of had what we were going to do and how it was set up. There's Friday. And then I think I've got an assignment in this one. So then I also did like assignments such as like their binder checks that we do in Avid. So it would come up to here and they would be able to, as a cloud assignment, they get their own copy of that assignment, and they're able to fill it out and then submit it for you. So that's just kind of how I set mine up.
What do the modules look like?
So my modules were like based on each week. So like here was my digital learning module. So I just kind of had what we would do for the week, the discussions.
So do you follow like a flow? Is there like a routine as far as the modules go?
Yeah, so it's kind of, so in Avid, our Tuesdays and Thursdays are tutorial days. So that's more small group. So our flow was mostly our Monday, Wednesday, and Friday type content lessons were in our modules, our weekly modules.
How do you keep kids engaged and keep them interested and keep them, trotting along?
I think like having clear expectations about what is expected for them on Canvas, offering a variety of activities. I've since kind of learned how to like embed things like Padlet or Answer Garden, just using a variety of different tools. And then I also like to only publish for the kids kind of what's the most recent thing, so it doesn't get overwhelming for them to look at, a whole year's worth of modules. So that kind of makes it simple. Also the buttons on the side, on the left-hand side, kind of getting rid of some of them that you might not necessarily be utilizing. Like I noticed that my kids always went to the assignment tab button, which I wanted them to be in the modules.
Right.
So I was able to get rid of the assignments tab and still just have the modules tab where they could still see their assignments, but it was easier to navigate.
Right. They can still get to the assignments, but the button just goes away. Right.
Yes.
What is that focused note taking? Did you teach them how to take notes?
Yes, we did a little focused note taking in our AVID class. So we teach them how to teach notes. So I was able to, I believe it's got the, I was able to link the slideshow that we used so that they could, while I was projecting my and kind of doing my little lecture type of thing that they were practicing taking notes, they could also have it open on their computer screen and follow along with the slideshow.
I love this. I think it's going to be really important for all the students using Canvas now that we're all using Canvas, just understanding how to take notes, you know?
Yes.
So we have lots of you teachers, elementary teachers using Canvas for the first time. Do you have any helpful tips, maybe things that you did when you got started?
I would say kind of focus on the functionality of it and how you want it to work for you versus, as you can see, mine was not like super pretty or didn't have a lot of the frills because we were just kind of looking at how to implement that and getting used to it. So if it doesn't look cutesy, that's okay as long as it's going to function for you and for your classroom. I would say don't be afraid to try things. Everything is kind of, you just got to try it out, experiment with things to see what's going to work for you, what your kids like. I would say set up modules that kind of work with your content. Like if units work better for you, that's perfect. So kind of with Avid, it kind of works better to do it by week. Also, if you're teaching multiple classes, I like the cross-listing feature. So you can update, like all of my Avid 7 classes can be updated or have the same Canvas. And kind of like less is more. Like don't try to go all in crazy. There's all these, you can see these things like they have, go to Commons on Canvas. They have a lot of pre-made templates that you can use, even lessons that you can pull from, or just ideas of how to set up, how you want to set up your Canvas.